Joined by Dereham Town manager Tom Parke after today's 1-0 defeat against Corby Town. Toasty, we're normally used to seeing you with a big smile on your face. It was a Dereham old boy, Toby Hilliard, that scored the winning goal in the end.
Elbows.
Elbows.
Yeah, bless him.
You don't need me to tell you that the ball was given away in the middle of the park that led to the goal. How frustrating is that week after week that we see these individual errors?
Naturally, it's frustrating. I think that but I've got to practice what I preach, so I can't let that affect you. We've just got to work Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and all take accountability and cut that out. Everyone's having turns at it at the minute, but I'm actually really, really pleased with the performance today. That was encouraging. It doesn't show a team that's dying. I know the results recently in the league position at the minute maybe reflects that we do, but I'm sure Setch will back up this, that we look like a team that is there for the fight, you know.
You gave them a run for their money. It seemed a very attacking, positive lineup. You went 3-5-2 for most of that game. What is your preferred formation?
I think it depends on the players that you have available at the time, and again a little bit of who you're playing. But at the minute, you know, like if you look at today, Rich Black, yeah, he was on the bench, but coming back from an Achilles problem. George Green now potentially could be out for the season. Obviously Swifty's away. They're three big players to have out, and I think that this month, or so the last 2 months in particular, started off with a Chris Greenslade head injury. We've just been right up against it in terms of availability, and as you've probably seen from our lineups, we've had a lot of under-18 lads in the starting 11, and that's tough because I don't think anyone in the league does that, and we're doing it. And but like today, you can't knock them. They were absolutely superb today, the boys. We ended up with 5 of them on the pitch, and what a credit to the football club. And it is what it is. Can't make excuses. We've tried to sign people. We can't get them because of the travelling and the money. But no excuses. We've just got to keep fighting to the end and believe in what we're doing. And hopefully what you saw today is we are knocking on the door. Just need a little bit of lady luck, hit the bar at the end. And, you know, if we keep believing and keep running, the tide will turn. It's just if we down tools and give up, then it won't. So.
You mentioned signings, 2 fantastic signings in Jaden Lotz and Oscar Winterbone. What can you tell us about them and how are they fitting into the setup here at Dereham?
Well, it goes back to what I just originally said. So we obviously had the Chris injury, as you saw at Yarmouth, and then the Rich Black injury, and they're 2 big players to lose at your team. And we have obviously tried to 7-day people who aren't under contract and try and get some loans done from local clubs, and it just hasn't materialised. Like I said, the travelling puts people off at the minute, and the people that do want to come want wages that we can't justify paying. So it is what it is. So what we've just had to do is tap into our contact list, and Cambridge and Jimmy Unwin, who's been brilliant, have provided 2 excellent young players. One, Jaden, captain of Cambridge, who's been great the last 2 games, and Ozzy, who's been one of our products of our youth system, who's now there full time, and he's been excellent. I think he's just picked up one of the Man of the Match awards in the recent games. You know, they are free of charge and equally as good as someone that warrants or wants money that we haven't got. So we've got to stick to our principles as a club, and we've got to just keep working and ignore the outside noise. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would comment and would be enjoying maybe seeing us where we are, but we're all in it, and I think sometimes you've got to use that to filter all the rubbish out and rebuild and start again, and that's definitely where we're at, and bizarrely we're enjoying that process.
You mentioned finishing with 5 under-18s, which is wonderful for the future going forward.
Yeah.
Do the players' heads drop, though, during the game? Do you find that you have to pick up the youngsters a little bit more than the senior pros?
No. I think the youngsters are the ones that don't have fear, and they run and maybe don't think about things much. It's probably the older players, including myself, that think, because you maybe care what other people think a little bit. No, I wouldn't say that at all. I think that you look at the performance in the first half. I think structurally was an amazing first half performance. A little team mistake, and they scored just before half time. And I sort of at half time had a bit of a pop and said our reaction wasn't very good to the goal. You generally haven't got time to put your head down. We've got to run. And I thought the reaction in the second half was excellent. I think we're lacking a little bit of quality, if I'm honest with you, at times. That's collectively, not individually. And you'd like to think the law of averages, as it done before. I think we went on a run like this in the start of the year, didn't we? Where we couldn't get a point for love nor money. And then we went on a 7-game unbeaten streak, and everyone thought we were going to be amazing. And as I politely reminded everyone, don't get too up, don't get too down. I think we've just got to keep working, keep training hard, keep preparing properly for games, and keep all of us, including me, we've all got to do our jobs properly and try and keep this team in this level of football.
Very quickly, before we move on to a busy week coming up, both in league and cup action, Joe Gascoigne went off injured. Any updates on his situation?
He's got a little heel problem, and he had a little bit of a bug previously, and he was struggling with that, and made the right decision because health before football, always.
So busy week this week. A big 6-pointer next Saturday against St Neots Town. It's 17th versus 18th, with St Neots winning today. We've had no league win since the start of January. Are they the favourites? Or do you go into the game always?
I think that's really like looking into things like a bit deep in terms of like in this process. The only way you get out of this is by performing right. So you've got to remove the must-win out of it and the all that jazz, because all that does is affect people's mentality. All it is perform, do your job the best you can, perform. And then normally the result takes care of itself, right? In terms of, it's control the controllables, isn't it? So you can control what you can control. The things that you can't control, don't really worry about too much. I think that out of the run that we've had of bad performances, you can make all the excuses about injuries, travelling to Leicester on a Tuesday, all that. There's no excuses from us. We all accept that we're as big a part of the issue of not getting the points. However, it's game by game. So Thetford, Tuesday, will just be treated like another game in terms of like we're there to win every single game. Yes, we haven't been winning, but we will set up to win, and it'll be like that every single game for 9 games left. And then if we're good enough, we're good enough. If we're not, we'll hold our hands up and go, do you know what, we've done our best. We haven't been good enough.
Norfolk Senior Cup quarter-final on Tuesday against Thetford, as you said. Kind of game of truth or consequence. Would you rather win the cup and win some silverware, or would you rather stay up?
Both. That's got to be the mentality, really. Whether we will or not, another question. Thetford are in great form. Everyone keeps telling me how amazing they are, which they are with their results. But we're not going into Tuesday we're playing Thetford and it's a cup game. We're going in really, really angry that once again we've just not had the rub of the green today, and we will run, fight, scrap, and bring an intensity that if they keep up with and they win, I'll clap them off the pitch. But we're not happy, so they're getting a not happy version of us.
Tosi, you've inspired me. Commiserations today. Good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you, mate.